Wayne Corbett isn't walking through that door.
No.
Mark Gastineau, the Big Tuna, Chad Pennington, Broadway Joe, Eric Mangenius isn't walking through that door.
Absolutely not.
Mike White isn't walking through that door.
No.
I don't know what door he's walking in.
Well, he may have walked in and just not this time.
He's out. Aaron Glenn wishes he was walking out that door, right, Stevie?
He does.
Fireman Ed, Doug Heffernan, Flash Gordon, Jets, Jets. Your team isn't even in New York.
No.
It's the New Jersey Jets. I know. Your airport's in Kentucky. We don't give a flying about Kentucky. We hate Kentucky, right, Steve?
Absolutely.
We hate Kentucky.
Yes.
Take that. We're the Cincinnati Bengals. We play in Cincinnati. If we lose to this scrub team, fire everyone. We're going to break it all down. The matchup versus the worst team in the league. Next on the Bang the Drum podcast. Welcome to BTD Studios, the frozen tundra of BTD Studios. All I've heard this morning is Steve griping about how cold it is. It's time to man up. We're an outdoor football team in a cold weather city, Steve.
We don't have to be an outdoor podcast, though.
That's true. We will be tomorrow. We'll be live. Hilltop, 10, 15. Be a little different show, more funsy. I'm going to try to remember to bring some shirts, stop on by. We have had quite the week, both of us. I don't know if we want to go down the reek how things are going. For either one of us,
no.
It could get into a tirade, a rant, which is not what we're here for. We're going to start out today. The Jets have their own sort of drama. They always do. But the Bengals, there's always something going on, Stevie Boy, it appears. So culture, and I don't blame Zach. Like, a lot of the culture, the issues of players speaking out. And in some ways, you could say that's because of him. But a lot of times that's this contract stuff, which we don't think he's involved. I mean, he's involved. But he's not the signer. He's not the pen, the auto pen. I'm not going to comment on the auto pen. You know where I'm going with that. But Logan Wilson, we talked about a few weeks ago. We kind of said it in passing, but we turned out to be right. How's that going to sit with this culture? A veteran not being told.
Yeah.
I'm okay playing the best guy. Carter had 100% of the snap. I'm okay playing the best guy. I'm not a sappy dude, but I think you owe Logan a little something. We talked about it. They didn't do it. Logan supposedly, I don't think it's supposedly, I think it's true. Trade requests, what's your thoughts on that, and will it impact the team?
I don't think it'll impact the team. They dealt with this before. You just said it. It's every year there's something.
Not usually in season, though?
Not usually in season, but, usually right before season. Trey, hell, he set out. Jamar set out, whatever.
Even T was talking about it, right?
Yeah. So I don't think it'll impact them, especially with the energy that Flacco's brought, coming off a win. And honestly, Jets may play a bunch of 2 tight end sets this weekend. So Logan's probably going to get a lot of snaps this weekend anyway.
Yeah, they'll probably get 4.
So, yeah.
Yep. So Ring of Honor, we've seen them all, right, Steve?
Yep.
It's a pretty cool experience. So you got Parrish and Lapham. I don't know if you saw the little bit they did. It was kind of cool. Horde. Butch Hobson and Lapham talking about Parrish. Showed some highlights of him, man. Big time player.
He was.
8 Pro Bowls, I think. So
yeah,
should be in the Hall of Fame.
Did it all.
Yep, should be in the Hall of Fame. So cool clips. And Lapham getting in, what is it, 50-some years with the team? 50, I think, right?
50.
50 years with one team. 10 playing, 40 as an announcer. That's just hard.
40
years. It doesn't seem like you think back, but, I posted those clips we talked about. He was doing national games. That was in the 80s somewhere.
He did college too.
Yeah, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Tennessee maybe.
Yeah, I like Lab. Good for him. He'll get a round of applause, big time. Both will. So that'd be cool. We're going to do a beer segment. We've had to postpone this thing a couple times. No beer, no cigars. We'll make up for it tomorrow, right, Steve Boy?
we will.
I'm going to make up for it big time next week in Vegas. Last time I took it soft. I'm going. I'm in it this time. I'm in it to win it. Previewing the Jets, a wounded animal to say the least, which is always a little scary. They're backed into a corner. Is it Fields? Is it Taylor? I think it's going to be Tyrod, but he's banged up. Mason Taylor, who we talked about, you just mentioned, the tight ends, he's questionable, I think. Garrett Wilson's out. Yep. Sauce Gardner's out. It is weird. Like, you've seen it with the Bengals many times, but it seems like when things go wrong with a team and you can't win, they just snowball. Is it bad luck, karma, who knows what? The owner of the Jets came back and talked about his quarterback rating. I mean, Fields is getting it, and he deserves it. He's playing horribly, but I still think in a better system, he might be okay. But Aaron Glenn, the heat's got to be on. First year or not first year, it's a train wreck in New York.
It's almost always a train wreck in New York.
Is.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So then who's the fall on?
Yeah, a lot of it's ownership. You go back to, they've had a few owners, but you go back, Belichick wanted no part of that team. He was employed there for a day, and it's because of ownership. I mean, you think of this stuff that's happened. Rex Ryan actually looks like a hell of a coach. You look back now.
You're talking 30-plus years.
Oh, yeah.
Just awful.
They had the year,
Oh, yeah, they've had the few.
With Ryan.
Yeah. Pennington had some decent years with him.
Decent, not great.
No.
And you go way back when we were kids, shooting from the hip here, 86, 87, whatever, something like that. Kenny O'Brien. Al Toon was a beast. Gastineau, I joked about earlier, he was actually a hell of a player. But he was, limelight guy. He married Bridget Nielsen, I think, and he was all over everything. I don't blame him. She's not. Klecko. They had some really good players. Was that Freeman McNeil was a really good running back, but it's just been, it's mostly been down and drama always. Part of that's being in New York, right? So offensive challenges, they struggled against Carolina. I think they had like 13 first downs. As a point of reference, Steelers had 19 last Thursday, and the Bengals had like 27.
Yeah.
13 first down, lost 13-6. You could say their defense is coming around. They gave up 13. They gave up 13 to Denver. You got to give them credit there. 13 to Carolina. Carolina's 4-3, amazingly enough. But I think, whoever's quarterback, the key is going to be containment on the outside, make them throw from the pocket, and don't play a Lou Anarumo zone versus Mike White. Be aggressive. Your thoughts on how the Bengals match up with this battered Jets offense?
With the Jets offense, come on. The Bengals have been a get-right game up till last week. The Jets are a get-right game every week.
Certainly.
So something's got to give here because you got the worst defense, one of the worst offenses. So something's got to give. It might be, who knows? It may end up being 27-10, or it could be 13-9 or some stupid bullshit. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? They match up. As far as offense and defense, there's no, especially with Sauce out, there's no comparison. But we'll just have to wait and see. They play it on the field, not in the scoreboard or you know what I'm talking about. Newspaper, whatever. Box score. So we'll see how it goes. But man, I tell you what, it's a must win. It's a must win. They got to have it because then if they lose, then last week's win don't mean shit.
It doesn't mean anything. So you got to win this one. Which if you do, you sets up a big Bears game day before my birthday. Unfortunately, I have to travel again the next day after my birthday. So we'll get to enjoy that. But we'll be there. Hopefully, Chicago. I've never seen them live either. So you have, I think. So
I have once.
The Bengals offense versus Jets D. Like you messed up the names, but I knew what you meant. Garrett Wilson's out on offense. Sauce Gardner on the Jets D. That'd been kind of cool matchup, Chase versus Gardner. But they're banged up on D. There's still somewhat talented there. But what I hope doesn't happen, I don't think it will this time. I'm usually against Zach in this scenario. You just can't come out and say, hey, if we don't turn the ball over, their offense is so bad, we're going to win this game. That's running every time. What that does is shrinks the game and makes it a close game, and you never know what's going to happen at the end. So I hope it's throw the ball to the targets. It's going to be weather like this, a little chilly. Not bad. Game time, 58, whatever. So if you just throw the ball to T and Chase and spread the ball around and sprinkle on the run, I don't think they'll have any problems. If they do the opposite, which I just mentioned, who knows? And he could. He's done it before. What are your thoughts on the Bengals offense versus the Jets defense, Stevie Boy?
Yeah, I would definitely just do what you did last week. You know what I mean? And it's a copycat league, so the Bengals are probably going to try to do what made them successful last week. But as far as defensively, I think that if the Jets are smart, they'll try to take away a lot of that short stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Which could, I thought the offensive line played pretty well last week. But when you're getting the ball out in 1.8 seconds, there's not a whole lot that you can do anyway. So if you make Flacco hold on the ball a little bit longer, if they can't get that short, intermediate stuff, it may. I mean, that defensive line's not great, but it's not awful. So, I mean, it's actually a pretty good matchup, really.
Yeah, might be a decent matchup.
Yeah.
They play better.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at the teams, but, Denver's a good team, right? They shut them down.
Mm-hmm.
They should have won that game,
Yeah.
honestly.
Awesome.
That's the thing. So that's proof I'm sure Zach and them are using. Look, they had Denver beat. Didn't win it, but that team could beat anybody, right? And there's some truth to that. So Spiro, Dides, and Adam Archuleta will be on the call. For all you that won't be at the game, I feel sorry for you because that is not a great combination. So that will be rough. As far as Bengals injuries, Cam Sample appears to be out. Trey Hendrickson is questionable. I think that Thursday night game's probably going to help him in this case. So hopefully Trey's in there. I hope to see more Shamar Stewart on defense. Otherwise, looks like full head steam, head to go, ready to go. So it's a big one. We're going to talk about the AFC North here shortly. But that's it. We'll talk more about this game tomorrow. Again, we will be at Hilltop. You can hear us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, iHeart, Player FM if you want the audio version, the video version. If you're watching us, it's BTD Podcast Bengals on YouTube. We have plenty of videos posted there, including NFL Primetime. The Bengals putting a thrashing on the Cowboys on there. Pretty cool. Bill Parcells Cowboys, mind you.
I think I see.
They put a beating on them. So got another one where I'll be posting them beating the Vikings in similar. Dante Culpepper lit his ass up. So watch those. We will be there. And I want to say I'm thankful in our neighborhood. It's a very peaceful and calm neighborhood. And they love to bleep and mow. I'm going to keep it clean. There's nothing like mowing dirt in this neighborhood. I've said it before to everyone around here. They love mowing dirt.
At 9 o'clock in the morning.
And on a Saturday. And they especially love it when they see us out here. It's totally unrelated. This guy has no idea. He's a contractor. But, I think I remember them doing a show out there on Saturday. How about we mow and blow some leaves? Let's track up some dust here. Let's get this thing clean. Absolutely annoying. But what are you going to do? And I want to shout out to Spectrum real quick for calling me at 7:30 on Saturday morning when they said 8:30 or after. Also want to thank them for great service coming out today to do the internet. Oh, no, you told me today, but you can't do it until tomorrow. I'm at the Bengals game. Great job, Spectrum, as always. Hanging there for the rest of the show, at least. Around the NFL, Lamar Jackson is supposedly back. Questionable, though. One practice. They are favored by 7 over the 4-2 Bears. Vegas thinks he's playing.
Yeah.
The Bears have won 4 in a row. Looking around the division, that's a big one, man. If the Bears can win this one for us, Ravens are done.
Yep, they're done.
If they can win this one. And they might. Baltimore's these, without the big man in the middle, right, you just run on him. And he's a little banged up, Swift is, but he ran really well last week. So the Bears are coming in. Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers versus his old team, Green Bay Packers, Sunday Night Football. Aaron said he will retire a Packer, no shock there. He's playing it down, but I'm sure it means something to him. Certainly does in the standings, and it means something to us. If Green Bay wins that game, which I think they will, a huge opportunity for your Cincinnati Bengals. Cleveland travels to New England. The Browns' Judkins are really running the ball well, and their defense is solid. I think they hang around that game, but, man, Drake May is on a heater, as am I. So I think the Patriots win them. If they do that, Browns are done. Wild card picture, we got some break with the Chargers Sunday. You and I bet on them, both won. Thursday night they came back. I thought they would, but they looked awful against Indy. Denver, the Giants handed them one. No way should have won that game. Jacksonville's coming back to life. The challenge, Buffalo or New England, one is going to be in it, I'm sure. And then the West, you got Denver, Kansas City, and the Chargers. But like you said last week, the week before, they all play each other. And then next week, Kansas City's getting lucky. They always do. Daniels is out. And next week they play Buffalo.
Yeah.
I think so. A lot to happen there. Carolina's 4-3. What?
Yeah.
That's where the schedule matters this early.
Yeah.
And the question of the day for me, and I think I've changed my answer. I didn't bet on it. You did. You lost. My cousin was saying, bet on it. Take the Colts. It's a gimme. He gave me a parlay. I didn't do it. He was right. The Colts just motorboated the Chargers. I watched a good bit. That was a joke.
It's the only good win they've had this year, though. If you look at their schedule, who they've beat, you know what I mean? But it was a good win.
Oh, yeah. Their offense, Lou's getting a lot of credit, rightfully so. But like you said, 3 wins are against really bad teams. The 4 games he's played against decent teams, they're giving up 26 a game.
Yeah.
So part of that is they're ahead a lot. There's some reality there. So, but man, Daniel Jones is playing well. So I had a tough one in the Survivor League that you're already out of, mind you. Take the Bengals or the Colts over the Titans. Tennessee at Indy. I went Colts. You just never know. There's a lot of, decent amount of money at stake, and we're getting late in the game. There's only 3 of us left. That's a tough one. So we'll move on. The Degenerate segment. I'm now 6-1 on Thursday Night Football, Stevie boy. You are what, 5-2?
I think so.
That's good. 12-4 in the last 4 weeks for me, outside of TNF on the NFL. Last week you were 3-1 in the NFL, or I was 3-1. You were 1-3. Boo. But college football, you went 3-1, Stevie boy. I went 2-1-1. Typo there. So let's talk about. You're going to have to look at your college picks because the odds change, my friend. The odds change. I can give mine because I think I already bet mine for sure. I did. So I'll give mine while you're looking yours up. Excuse me. This dry air is a beast, as it will be in Vegas. I got the most reputable, clean-cut, moral coach in college football, Bobby Petrino, and the Arkansas Razorbacks giving 2.5 versus the Auburn Tigers. I got Alabama, roll Bama, the Crimson Tide, Keith Jackson, -12. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate you coming over right when I'm doing this. Always appreciate your support. Bama, -12 versus South Carolina. I want to say that South Carolina quarterback that everybody was going nuts over. Watching him play, Stevie boy, I don't see it. Who knows? Maybe he develops. I mean, he's athletic and he's strong. Outside of that, he's throwing 150 yards in a game in college, right? I just don't see it. I think Bama's quarterback is a better NFL prospect as we speak. I think Bama rolls him. Vandy, -3 versus Mizzou. Cocky quarterback Vandy. They are playing well. Pittsburgh Panthers, -6.5 versus NC State. I pondered Texas A&M at LSU. Texas A&M is playing really well, especially offensively. Love that coach came from Duke. However, that's a tough one. Going down there, all the heat's on Brian Kelly, as he deserves. But I kind of think LSU might win, so I faded that one. Speaking of Vandy, though, real quick before I turn it over to you, Stevie boy, Vandy and Indiana in the top 10 in football. What in the Sam Hill is going on around here? That's what happens when everyone can pay players. When it's just not the SEC, things look a lot different. The Buckeyes are on a bye this week. They'll return Saturday, a week from today, versus the Penn State Nittany Lions in what looked like a big game, but is not now. As Penn State's falling all over themselves. And the UC Bearcats are the big one today versus the Baylor Bears. That's a tough matchup. Good quarterback play on both sides. Hopefully UC pulls that out, but that's a tough game. What are your picks, Stevie boy? I know what you picked, but the odds changed dramatically.
Can you bring them up while I call them off? Because I don't know what they...
You had Kansas and Kansas State.
I got Kansas, but it was 2.5.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay, and then
Hold on. Let's just calm down.
All right.
It's going to take me... Let me
That's fine.
sort these mothers. Kansas and Kansas State is now 3. You want it?
Yeah,
Kansas
I'll stay with 3. 2.5's better, but...
Yeah, 3. That hook could save you. And you got South Florida.
Yeah, South Florida at Memphis. That was -4.5.
It's 6. You still want it?
Yeah.
South Florida -6.
Syracuse at Georgia Tech.
The Rambling Wreck.
That was 17.5 at Georgia Tech.
It's the problem with these. I should have sorted them, then you have to resort them. See what we got here. The Georgia Tech Rambling Wreck. I'll look that one up. I can't find it.
And then I took Rutgers at Purdue. That was 2.5.
You took Rutgers?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me sort of I can just sort of my conference here real quick. So Rutgers, Purdue's 1.5. Still want it?
Yeah.
Or you want Rutgers?
I want Rutgers.
So Rutgers Scarlet Knights versus Purdue. He's got Rutgers at -1.5 at Purdue. I'll get the ACC real quick, which is much easier. Georgia Tech is 17, so you improved on that one. Yeah. So got that one. So I kind of like that Georgia Tech team, man. Nobody's giving them real credit, but that's a pretty damn good football team, I'm telling you. Got a shot of getting in there for sure. In the NFL, I like the Houston Texans -2.5 versus Steve's second favorite team, the San Francisco 49ers. I like the Dallas Cowboys +3.5 versus the Denver Broncos. That's a tight game. That's a big game. That's one of the best games of the weekend. Don't hear a lot of hubbub about that one, but Denver, you got to give Bo Nix credit. At the end of games, man, he's playing kind of like Baker does. But Dallas's offense is on fire right now. I want a lot of money on their offense. You imagine, and you never know how it worked out. If they had Parsons rushing the passer right now, the way they're scoring points, right, they wouldn't be as good against the run. But my gosh, the Green Bay Packers -3 Sunday Night Football versus Pittsburgh. Speaking of Parsons, that dude is playing his ass off. Green Bay's offense is just not clicking, though. That Arizona game was ugly. They came back and won me the bet, but they did not play well against Jacoby Brissett as a whole. But I like Green Bay on the road at Pittsburgh, -3 Sunday Night Football. I like the Bears +7 versus Baltimore. Lamar Jackson or not, I think the Bears score on that defense, make it tight. I don't know if they win the game. Hope they do. But I like the Bears +7 at the Ratbirds. Thanks again, Mower. What do you got, Stevie boy? I'll just jot yours down here so we have it.
I like the Cincinnati Bengals.
Whoa!
6.5 versus the New York Football Giants. Also like the Bears getting 7 at Baltimore. Also like the Cleveland Browns getting 7.
Whoa!
Versus the New England Patriots.
Whoa!
And also like the Atlanta Falcons -7 versus the Miami Dolphins at home.
The Dolphins, I can't believe Mike McDaniel is still employed. Can you, Steve? I cannot believe
I can't either.
I'd get a head start on it if you're going to move him and try to see what you got here because, they got their ass waxed last week. One quick thing I'm going to throw out here. So I did a little advanced gambling. Jumped ahead to next week. This won't count on the betting record, but I saw some odds I liked. Sometimes you do it. Cowboys -3 at home versus Arizona. It feels like a gimme.
It does.
Buffalo +1.5 versus Kansas City in Buffalo. You never know about that one. The Patriots -3 at home versus Atlanta. And the Bengals +1.5 versus the Bears. And the Colts -1.5 at
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
if you're going to take out Bengals game, that now would be time because if they win tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be -1.5.
Especially if the Bears lose, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or more. It could be
Yeah.
a field goal at home.
I got the Colts -1.5 at Pittsburgh. You look at that 2-game stretch for Pittsburgh at home. Could do them in.
Yeah.
All they have to do, honestly, is win 1 and 2. If you're their fans, that's what you're thinking. Win one of those 2. Hopefully they don't, right?
Right.
Bengals win these next 2, baby. They're right in it. Hard to believe, but we said it. We mean it. We're not just playing around now,
We're not.
are we, Steve? We mean it.
Mean it.
We mean it. And most importantly, what happened last week? The football gods shined their light down upon us, Stevie boy.
They
We
did.
won our parlay.
We did.
Our 14 parlay.
I think it's 2, maybe 3 times in 5 years. It's not bad. It's not bad
It's
at
not
all.
bad at all. Good odds. So yeah, obviously we're still in the negative on that.
Yes.
But Philly kind of had me concerned there. They came back. We kind of wanted easy outside of that game, and they
Yeah.
held on pretty easy. So it was,
Yeah.
it's one of those where they're offering you cash outs, and I said,
I'm
no.
glad I put big money on that one.
What'd you put, like $1 or something? 10 cents? What'd you have?
I literally had 12 cents in there, so I just bet it.
The one time we win.
I think I won like $1 or something or something.
What you gonna
Crazy
do?
shit.
Hey, you don't go broke taking a profit. That's what they say.
Yeah.
I bet 20 and won 237. So it's a good little hit.
It is.
That cures a lot of ills on the betting scene. So again, we will be live Sunday morning 10 to 10:15. We will not have some goofball mowing the yard while we're there.
We will not.
I can count on that. There will be noise
There will be noise.
from the highway, from the train. Fans we don't care about.
But that's cool noise.
That's cool noise. Come over. Come see us, please. Stop by. Say hello. If you answer trivia, maybe we give you a shirt or something. We got limited stock, but I will bring them. Might be in my Jeep, might be in his truck. We'll figure that out soon. But come over. We are right by the practice bubble. That side of it, looking at the practice bubble. You see our face right now? I'm staring at the practice bubble, straight there, not across the road, right there. Stop by, say hello. If you
Yes.
want to bring us a beer, I'll be
Yes.
smoking a cigar. You want to bring a sandwich or something? Feel free.
Speaking of shipping bullcrap, I did order koozies.
Yes.
Supposed to be here Friday.
Of course.
Not here.
Yeah, everything's a whack. Everything is off. So we'll have a cigar. We'll have plenty
I
of
love
beer.
that guy.
I love you too, buddy. Keep mowing, buddy. Get that dust turned up. That's what I need. Anything else you want to add, Stevie boy, before we take this thing home?
No, that's it. Who day, baby? Let's
Who
get
dey.
to 4-4.
Yep, we'll see ya. Take us home, Steve Watt.
All slow traffic, stay to the right, especially if that guy's on the road.
Yep.
Later. Peace out.